Hello, and welcome to some more Satisfactory. I'm just going to go out of the mic because I think I bashed my monitor early on. My name's Trismegistus. The game's already running because load times have got quite long. So I thought I'd start it up. I'm just checking all the levels and all that sort of stuff. Looks like there is sound and vision and bit rates. But yeah, so we will get cracking. The plan for today... I'm going to turn this down, don't I? Yeah, it's better. The plan for today is to... well, there's a few... milestones and stuff that we can do. I can't actually remember which ones I've done on stream and which ones I haven't. So basically we're at the stage with the milestones where we've only got 3 left in tier 3. The last 2 require us to make funky things that are, well, obviously that's not a funky thing, but and supercomputers we are already making, but require us to make these fused modular frames, which is a completely new recipe, which we actually get from here. But this one we can do, and not only can we do it, but I've got the bits and pieces in the chest here. I've also got the bits and pieces for... We can do all of the final... whatchamacallits. I don't think I need them. On the MAM as well. So we'll get all of this unlocked. I think this one takes... In fact, let's do this one first. Because we've got... I think we can do all of them anyway. Because all I've got left... I think I did that one off stream. But that one we can do, the radar technology. I think what this does is it locates the crash sites on your map when you build a radar. One of these radar things. Not intending to... Oh, just tell me new buildings, okay. Not necessarily intending to do anything with that. I would like to see... Where is it? I wonder. I would like to see what it takes to build it, though. Not under power. Is it special? Okay, so where is it then? So it's not under architecture. Obviously not going to be walls or foundations. Couldn't be transportation, no. Organisation. Oh, there we go. Radar tower. Okay, so it's crystal oscillators. So it's not actually that expensive. We could build one and see what it does. Reveals an area around itself on the map. The area is gradually revealed over time up to a maximum. What? Placing the tower higher up increases the maximum area revealed. Oh, right. Is that it? So it's just a map revealer. I've basically done that. Okay. I thought it highlighted the things on the the crash sites on the map. Oh. But anyway, so sulfur's already done. Quartz is now finished. Power slugs, nutrients, mycelia, alien organisms. I've got a couple of hard drives, so we could do some of them. But deuterium's the only one left, and we've got this one, programmable splitter, which we really need for the if we're going to start doing some stuff properly. So that's an 8-minute research, and this one here, which is the geothermal generator. Which I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know that was a way of getting power. I don't know how much power get out of it because it doesn't tell you. So we'll have to unlock it first. But we want to do this one certainly first. But I have also got the stuff for the other one, or I should have anyway. So you see, should be able to unlock that one as well. I think we might need to go and grab some more supercomputers because I think we need them for this as well. Do we? Oh no, we don't. No, it's all separate stuff. So we've got a remarkable 3,000 wires, 200 of them, 100 of them. So I've got too many of them, haven't I? And then 50 of them. So this gives us the advanced aluminium alloy. So I'll at least be able to see.
Milestone reached. The object scanner can now find underground wells which can be pressurized to extract resources such as nitrogen, water, and oil. Nitrogen will contribute to more advanced aluminum parts.
Yeah, so as it said, it gives us some extra things to do with production, I believe. Here we go. So a resource well pressurizer, you have to put that in the middle, I think. Can be placed on a resource well to activate it by pressurizing the underground resource. Once activated, resource well extractors can be placed on the surrounding subnodes to extract the resources. requires power. Overclocking increases the output potential of the entire resource well. So it's not all that expensive either, just wires, rubber, encased concrete and motors. The resource well extractor then, you put them on the individual ones. So it gets 60 cubic meters a minute. 10 minutes based on activate subnodes of a resource well to collect the pressurized resources does not require power. So it's almost like sticking a plug in the ground basically, and it's just, you know, like steel and plastic. So they're not that expensive then. We need hydrogen, I believe, for these things that we're researching here. We'll have to let them two go. What I did just want to show while those chunk through is this. So I've been looking at the nuclear power side of life, and this is obviously the nuclear power plant, and we need to put in fuel and water, as you'd probably expect, but it gives 2.5 gigawatts. So basically under power, so nuclear power there, 2.5 gigawatts, or 2,500 megawatts. Each one of those is only 150. That's 75. That's 30. So you can see it's like it's literally an order of magnitude difference. And our entire factory at the moment. Did I need to stack up on? No, fine, we're nuts. Our entire factory at the moment. The production at maximum, maximum. Oh, that's what I am producing. Sorry. Maximum capacity, there we go, is 6.8 gigawatts. So, three nuclear power plants is like the entire thing of the base. It's the entire power system of the base, more than, and that's without overclocking them. And if I don't know, you may not remember, I've got an absolute load of. So you can sort of see them in the distance there. I don't actually know how many I've got, but as you can imagine, to get 7 gigawatts, I don't think they're overclocked either. I don't think I did that, but it's like a rows of 4. I think, is it 4? Or it might be 5. But it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's like whatever it will be. 50 of them or something. Oh, I thought I was still going. Yeah, so we'll be able to recover all of them, and we can start using the oil to make more plastic and that sort of thing, rather than, because I'm kind of anticipating this will be our plastic factory. I don't think I'll go somewhere else and build one, particularly not with the Spire Coast changing. If I do anything with the Spire Coast, it'll be post change. Which isn't actually all that long off. That's there. That's that one. I've been busy over in the other factory. I've been chugging away. Oh, does it not give me a time? Oh, it's at the top there. But we'll return in 10 minutes. I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't need to. I can select the master anyway, but I'm not going to do these because we would need to make those. But can I get the recipe for that now? Or do I have to wait for the pod to go back? So we'll just set one of those milestones just so that we know it's there. And let's go and have a look at a assembler if I can. Or a manufacturer, I imagine it'll probably be. So, heavy encased. Oh, okay. Is it not in here then? Is it a simpler recipe? I can't build one of them. Have I got one outside here? No, those are here we go. So, can I have a look on there? Select recipe. No, unless it just doesn't. I say it probably may not tell me until I've actually, because I've got some here as well, I think. Is this that's the same one again, isn't it? This is a single one though, isn't it? I mean, you never know. You know, there may be simple recipes. I very much doubt it. Yeah, it looks like we won't get that until we got the pod back. Okay. That doesn't sound right somehow. Okay. Right. Yes. So what I'm saying is this. So we need, you know, we could have like 4 of these, and we're like massively outstripping our current power production. So an array of say 8 or something is probably what what we're going to end up needing. But in order to make the fuel for these, we need to feed in this. So this is the uranium fuel rod. I think you can do plutonium as well later on. I'm presuming that's more powerful. But we need this encased uranium cell. Obviously, encased industrial beams. They're normal. But then electromagnetic control rods, which I think are in one of these. Is it an assembler? I can't make them, can I? I've just got such random rubbish because I'm doing the milestones. So, was it in here? I thought they were in here. There you go. Electromagnetic control rods, which is the AI, things, basically. So, we're going to have to set up a proper production of them somewhere. So, it's these lads here. No, that's the high speed. This is the AI. So, it's not actually a complicated thing. It's just copper and quick wire. But yeah, I sort of need to decide. I also need to decide whether I'm going to try and produce things at smaller scale. Because copper sheets, Caterium's obviously made over at the military factory. I need to decide if I'm going to keep that or rework it. But copper sheets are meant to be being made at my new foundry. Mamster. Here we go. But the intention today is actually to mess around with the actual uranium. Set that up in some way. That's program splitter completed. There we go. Programmable splitters. Awesome. And then the very last one in the MAM is this one here, which is we have the stuff for. So we might as well get that one. I mean, you never know. This may be a better stopgap solution for us. We could maybe find some of them, and then power ourselves with them as a thing, so that we can ramp up plastic and what have you. But I don't know how much power they produce. I can't see until I've done the research. So this is going to be 6.5 minutes still. Okay. Right. But yeah. So then what you need to make the other part of it, these guys encased uranium cells. You need the uranium, you need concrete, and you need sulfuric acid. Now sulfuric acid I'm not producing anywhere. And basically, it's very simple. It's just water plus sulfur. So the thing with that, I'm not actually sure. I know I'm mining. I know there is some sulfur patches at the nuclear. There it is. At the military base. I seem to remember there's some there. So another quicker solution may be, because as I understand it, the whole uranium process is all of it radioactive. Did that ping? No, there we go. There you go. So this is close by to the thing. In fact, I'm not sure I didn't put a node on there. Is that another one? There we go. So we've got uranium, sulfur there, and that's close to that base. And then this is close to. So this is the military factory. So it'll be very easy to add that on. You see, the trouble is, if I bring it in here. So what I'm thinking is we put the nuclear stuff out on the water. And then I can just run some belts over and make some, I can have a little mini factory here. The tricky part is going to be the uranium, because if I put it onto the existing train, well, let's just do a ping uranium. This only shows, there may be multiple nodes at the locations, but it only shows 3. And I did a ping over at the boundary, and it was the same 3. So there may well only be 3 nodes, which would make some sense because they want a limit. It's a way of putting a limit on the game, because you can't, if there's only so much power available, then it's fundamentally limited how much production you can do. So this is obviously in the Red Desert. This one is what I would quite like to try and find that, but I haven't. This is the whole cave system I got lost with trying to find this quartz. And then where's the other one? Oh, it's fading out. But there's this one here as well, which that might be quite a good one to try and get. But I don't know. That's all weird. It shows it right on the edge there, which implies that maybe it's in a cave. I'm wondering if maybe all of the uranium is in a cave. So yeah, so I thought maybe we'd try and get up here and get the uranium. And what I did in preparation for that is I made... So we got the gas mask and I made a whole load of these iodine filters. So we should be protected when we get over there. But I need to stock up. So I got a load of deuterium wire because that's what's missing over at the smeltery. So what I thought I would do is put that in... I think it's currently in there. Because I don't think I did the journey to take it back. No, so it's currently in there. So if I put it in here instead... So that's the big thing that's missing, because I've been putting lights in and stuff like that over there. There's probably other stuff that I need. And this stuff as well, I think. Steel beams was another. The other one... I'm guessing plastic as well might have been... Because if I was making lights and stuff, I think they use... making the floors. Because I was mostly focused on the cosmetic stuff. I've not done a lot of the other bits and pieces. But this is all just random junk, isn't it? Leftover random junk. Okay. So what you can do is just empty it. Because I think this one of these is full of, absolutely chock full of cables for some reason. So in fact, if I grab that, and then I probably want some of them. We don't need them. So I'm just thinking, oh, we'll bring it out on a... Well, I just want to find it to start with, because it's not... None of these are conveniently located for my current, for my current things. That one maybe, but it is quite a distance. And that one's in the Red Desert. This one I don't know where it is. I think about it, it might be on the edge. Isn't there a radioactive... Yeah, I think it might be on the edge of the desert. But it's not anywhere near anything I'm doing. Because I've got a factory here. Foundry is here. My other one is here. So they're absolutely miles from everywhere. So there may be some sort of argument for just, putting it on belt and taking it around the coast or something like that. I say, especially if I have a nuclear processing thing here, then I could just literally run it around. Eventually, we probably want the train and stuff, but yeah. So I'm thinking, I don't really need the hover pack. Won't be that much use. So I just want to find it. If I can't find it, we'll have to go and think of another plan, essentially. So I've got the filter, so I could get rid of both of them. We want lots of ammo because there's bound to be spiders. There's always spiders. Always spiders. We'll take the chainsaw, we'll put it in there. Yeah, okay, so we want to grab a little bit of ammo. Deuterium. A little bit of lovely ammo. Because you just chew through that like nobody's business. Then what? We then want the basics, basically, because we want to make some miners. Now, I should actually have some of the manual miners in the thing. But yeah, anyway, so sulfuric acid we should be able to make by bringing sulfur on one of the trains across from the military factory. Unfortunately, that means sort of repurposing it again. Because it doesn't really have a slot and you can't really control. What am I looking in there for? Oh, it was in here. I was after, wasn't I? So yeah, here we go. So if we take some of these, which I'd already pre-made, should I take a bacon or two? I've got so many. If we take some in case I want to just put a little thing on the map. And This was all the colour stuff I made because I just left it sitting there chunking through. But yeah, so we want to go up and get some of the basics so that we can make, you know, level 1 belt, you know, and that sort of thing, basically. Let's just grab a bit of that. Oh, the mam's done, so that's good. I've only got a little bit of that. So we put more in here? No. You see, plastic is just, you know, it's dead, basically. Let's take some brass. Good chunk of them if we're going to do just a really long level 1 belt. Because we're going to have to kill all sorts if we go round the edge. I'll take some of them. Screws are a weird thing. They're virtually used in no manual processes, but almost every whatchamacallit one? Every build uses screws. You know, either as a derivative or as a basic thing. But they're used in virtually none of the things you hand build. It's like iron plate. Iron plate's used in virtually none of the recipes, but in just about every thing you hand build. So that's crystal ocelots. Do I need to... Let's just grab some of them anyway. And this is... Should I grab computers? I don't need computers. Yeah, once the foundry's up and going, all of this can go. You know, we don't need any of this really. So that frees up this floor, and I can build, you know, a small handful of machines making whatever high-level production, which we can feed into the MAM and the what have you. So I don't know why I've switched to grabbing things outside. But there you go. Now, I think I want some heavy modular ones. And I'll just check what I can and can't build. Better get some motors. In fact, why don't I... Oh, I got rid of it. Okay. The jetpack's quite useful for flying around the factory, given how badly I've laid everything out. Because I can just fly over stuff. One of them. One of them. One of them. And then we want... Oh, I was gonna try and jump up there. I forgot I didn't have the jetpack. It could have been quite squishy. This should be modular frames. Modular frames. Right, so if I wanted to build a couple of level 2 miners, then I've got loads of stuff that I need for that. In terms of belt making, well, in terms of power, because I mean, the reason I want to go and try and get that uranium, so I could make loads of them, couldn't I? We should get some more concrete. And in terms of belt, how much belt does it say I can make? Oh, 2,400. That should at least get us most of the way here. But the reason I want to do it over there is because I've already got a bunch of power and you know, there is material coming over here via belt, and it's connected, so therefore connected up with the power. So I want to see if I can just sort of piggyback on that. Can I hop out of here? Right, let's get in the exploder. I would have set this up, like I say, but no, I played it really, really intensive to the extent I was actually, I gave myself a bit of wrist problems, but, oh actually, have we got explosives? In case we need to, so we've got some. Let's grab some explosives. I might just steal, have you got fuel? You have. Let's put some spare fuel in there. make sure we don't run out. We're going to have to drive around the coast. But yes, in theory, there's this thing over here. You can actually see the power line. There we go. So that's the power line I'm running over, so that I can underbelt, because it's copper, basically, I think. Oh, I didn't grab any concrete, did I? Well, it's very easy to come back from. But yeah, so this is the power line, and so I think it's copper coming this way. There's a load of iron over here as well and stuff, so it's probably going to be worth, you know, setting up some kind of mining raw material facility over here. Right, so in theory the uranium is over there. So if I drive along that bit, heading towards where it's got the quartz marker. Now there are, oops, a bunch of poisonous things here. Somewhere. Oh. Crunchy save is really... Crunchy save. Auto save is really... Crunchy save. Crunchy save has really got... auto save has really got crunchy. I don't think this is a safe area as such. I just don't think it's spawned everything in. So... how about if I drive off here? Am I far enough away from the poison? That's a bit of a fall though, isn't it? Okay. Maybe I can... oh, I'm going to get quite a bit of poison damage there. Quite a bit of fall damage. It's really annoying to me that you can be in the car and still, you know, be wearing the... I'm not wearing the grass mask, but even if I had it on, I'd still take poison damage. It's like, well, what's going on there? Right, so in theory, somewhere over here, it's a bit of uranium. Let's get us health topped up, like so. Let's do a scan. Uranium. Ping. Okay. So, you see, I have a horrible feeling it's on top of this cliff. Or whatever you want to call this. On top of the cave rather than sort of underneath it. Or in it, rather. Now, we've got some poison plants here, but we've now got bombs to take care of them. I'll just sort of sneak. Somebody seen me? I stand on top. I usually can't hit you. Yeah, it's just being very angry. Okay. So, if we were to do that again... because you can't use the scanner in the car either. So yeah, in theory it's off in that direction. Because I can get it back in though. It's all a bit weird. I can't use a scanner in outside the vehicle. I'm hoping this is, when they talk about the Explorer update, I'm hoping this is the sort of stuff we're going to fix. Oh! Distant pings. So it could be down here, I guess. Could be down on the beach somewhere. Oh, I'm still quite a while away then. Oh no. It's on top, isn't it? It's either on top or underneath. Okay, let's see if we can build our way up there. Unfortunately, I didn't bring the concrete, did I? Which is the one that's more metal? There isn't, is there? They all have some concrete in. Yeah. Okay. So this is a bit more metally, but you should use the correct ramp. Right, so if we sort of zoop up there. There's some really weird sound effects on this. So if we then use that. So if I... Oops. Keep picking the wrong ramp. Zoop up here, maybe? Not actually sure sort of what they're supposed to be. You sound like people. No, I don't think you're supposed to turn the music off. So 339. Okay, so let's put one of them. And then if I go that way. This is very tall, isn't it? Okay. Let's zoop up there then. Oh, I'm at concrete now. So we can nip back and get more concrete. So it doesn't give you any height indication, or I mean, the number is dropping down as we get higher, so it must be on the top. But not having been up here at all, I don't know if there's some sneakily easy way of getting to it. Right, let's go and head back. So I thought we'd be alright without the concrete. So I mean, the ones it keeps pinging are exactly the same ones, so there must only be 3 things. Now, is there a sort of easier way around for me here? Can I... Wasn't there a set of nuts here? There was. There are some angry beasties. Because I want to come back to here. If I head down there... Yeah, it comes out at the thing there, which is not really where I want to be. Okay. Because we could easily come back and... Or we could easily blow up these stink flowers. Is this a better way in? Probably is, isn't it? Okay. So we try to come up with this. Okay. That was an error. Need more concrete. Need more concrete. I'll probably get up there and find it's an absolute den of spiders. One thing I did discover on the foundry, I went to all that trouble putting it up in the air so that it wouldn't be, so that whatever you call it, MESA or whatever, wouldn't be in the factory, and it's in the factory. Because I was going up and down with levels and you know, trying to get it to a certain height and that sort of thing, and then discovering that I'd made the levels too small and too, narrow and stuff. And in that process, I ended up overlapping with the Mesa anyway, or promontory, or whatever it's properly called. There may well not be any concrete in here. Yeah, nuts. There's absolutely loads of concrete over in the desert, but it's because I've picked these up, so it's now taking all of the concrete. Oh, this is annoying. Because it's not like I've set up the train system, so we can't just run a train over there. Oh, that's quite a drive. I don't think I've really got a choice. That's annoying. I bet the researchers are finished, haven't they? I could have checked that. Oh. Right, over to the desert it is. I say there is absolutely loads of concrete over there, because those small little production things I've put over there have been chunking away hour after hour after hour. And basically they're all completely full now, so it's like, which is good, because the next big job, once that's done, I mean, I may need to add. In fact, did I finish that floor? Because I worked out how to arrange all the constructors so numbers balance up, so that we've got roughly the same number of constructors on each floor, and it lets me make wires, cables, rods, screws and sheet, all on the same foundry. Iron plate, I'm probably going to repurpose the... What I'd like to do is repurpose the other factory so that it makes both iron plate and reinforced thingamies, whatever they're called, reinforced plates or whatever. Because there's quite a lot of iron over there. And there is copper. It's not as much copper as I thought there was, but what we might be able to use that copper for is because you need the copper powder for something. I think it's the nuclear stuff actually, but whoops. All of the physics all of the time. So I think we should be able to just stick it on a train and send it to wherever, because then if I can get all of the sheets and wires and cables made here, it's basically all the copper we need. What do you use the copper powder for? Because I think you have to smelt it first and turn it into the copper bricks, as it were. Copper ingots, whatever they're called. I need some of them for aluminium as well. Because it simplifies it. If I don't have to move copper ingots around from the mega smeltery, or iron ingots, then that would be most convenient. I think iron ingots I am going to have to move, because I think I need them for other things. But it reduces it if I can make plates and all of the reinforced plates at the one factory over in the grassland. Because that's already, I mean, it's got like 5 floors on it, and I think the reinforced plates use screws, so it's all sort of set. It's all there already. I just need to sort of redo the maths and probably tweak the belt levels and stuff. It should just be able to switch over to making them. I will have to sort of radically rethink the stations though. I was thinking the other day about whether I do go, because at the moment I've got, what is it, two. I only got 2 train lines basically, and they're both bi-directional, so it's not really a train system. But given how difficult I find it to do the train tracks, well, it's not. No, I don't find it difficult to do the tracks. It's making them look good, because it just seems to be impossible to get them to go straight. I don't really understand what, because I have watched a few people videos doing it, and they don't seem to struggle in the way I do. I mean, there's nothing in that. Struggling is kind of my thing. Right, why am I heading to the actual factory? Well, let's go and have a look at it. Let's get it on record where it is. But it's the concrete I want to go over to. So I haven't really done a lot with like the outer sort of surface yet. I've got some ideas what I want to do, but not really done much more experimentation with that side of it. In fact, while we're over here, we could go and see. I think this is going to be a bit of a messy episode, this. So I'm just thinking we could go and see if I can find that other uranium. Right, yeah. So the underfloor bit isn't done. The resource gathering isn't done. The trains aren't done. But I've put in all of the iron foundries. I think I finished like the cosmetic side of it, in the sense of the painted concrete, it's called coated concrete and that side of thing. As you can see, I sort of ran out of the beams for doing that. I think that one stops. Oh no, that goes all the way down. So that's why I wanted the extra beams, because they're used with them. So that's that. I've not put power on any of them. That's why I need the caterium. But we've got 1 row of lights on there. I've not hooked any of these up. So we need tons of wire. Already got tons of wire though. But this is, in quotes, complete. So I haven't set the recipes. So even if I started feeding resources in, we're not going to blow the power, because these are all just on idle. I don't actually know if they draw power while they're like that. They probably do, but it's only tiny. So it's this 4 megawatts idle power. They're not all going to kick in, because I haven't set the recipes, so they just sit there on idle. So I can feed the resources in and sort of check without blowing the power grid. But yeah, so this is it, as it were. This is the final form. It's got all the wires are a mess, but I don't mind that. And I say I need to work out how I'm going to do the walls, but I put this in just as a safety. I like it gives a bonk noise, like when you do walk into glass. It's quite cool. Yeah, these are little passageways, access points for the pioneer to go through and to the other factory and all that. So they're all down. I put in all of those, but not the lifts. Resource lifts, and then obviously I need to do the underneath bit. But yeah, the next big job here is then the actual wire and cable and that production, which is various floors above. I'll just go and show those. But I think it's quite cool. I mean, it's simple. I'm not saying this is an awesome factory from that point of view. But it is. I think it looks cool when you sort of just do a little bit of decoration. That's one of the ways the game excels. You don't need to do a lot to make it look, fairly reasonable, I think. It's more about, I think a lot of it comes in this game. So you see I put all of these in. But they've not got any power or anything. I'm not sure so I haven't set the recipes on them. But the way I'm going to, so it's now mixed essentially. So what it was before, which is why it was not working out properly, was this was the wires and then I had the cables next to them. But now we're going to do wires there. You see, so that's 4 rows, so that's 200 wires. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. So that's 250k rods. And then we'll have another factory up here, which I have not finished in. Also, I haven't done. In fact, I'm not sure if this isn't going to be the roof, but I want to do wires here as well. But then this floor will definitely be cables. See, I mean, it's like you're walking into the glass. Cables and screws. And then I can't remember whether I can fit the sheets in as well. I think not. So we may have to do like another level on the top, which would be quite cool from one point of view, because if it's just half of a, you know, if it's say a third of the factory, we could have a cool like dual layer roof where it's like a, you know, this is a hut roof up to here, and then it's floor, and then there's another roof on top. That would be quite cool, I think. But I can't remember what the numbers are, so I didn't get that far. But yes, that's what I've been chugging away on. We'll probably end up doing a lot of that on Monday, I think, because it's just I just got to grind through it really. And as mentioned, that's kind of become my problem with this game, because there is, oh dear, apart from falling off, but that's just incompetence. It needs some sort of blueprint system, or they need to adjust the recipes so that you don't need to do a million boundaries, because it's just taking a ridiculous amount of time to do that. Now I don't know if the idea is that works better for, you know, multiplayer or something, but it's just so much. And I've not this. It's a small factory, you know, and it could be that maybe, maybe the idea is, yeah, I say maybe it's more for multiplayer or whatever. No, I want to keep them. Oh, is that all there is in here? This is obviously the one I've been emptying out. But that should be enough concrete. He says, wondering if it's enough concrete. How much have I actually got? I've got 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Yeah, that should be okay. Right, so we've got to go all the way. Oh, in fact, let us see if we can't work out where this other uranium is. Where are we? We're over here now. It doesn't recenter you in the map either. That's a weird one. So I think it's over that way. Because I don't think I've ever like accidentally found a uranium patch. Oh, that's quite a way away, isn't it? Wait, that's a different one, isn't it? Oh no, that. Yeah, no, there's one there as well, isn't there? So there are 4 patches then. So where is that one? Let's see if we can. See if we can't find that one. In fact, you're probably better off running along the top of the desert. Not this way. Unless I'm getting myself confused. Yep, should be on there. Go this way. Yeah, so if I go around there and I guess up. If I'd really thought about this, I'd have got the stuff for a radar tower so I could experiment with them as well. But I didn't. Right, let's hop out, because apparently we can't scan while we're in the car. Hop back in again. Is it up that way? Where that weird tree is? Because it's here, isn't it? Come on. too early. Yeah, so it's all the way over there. So if I go around that way. Because I think that's in the swamp. Yeah, because I found this quartz, I remember. I've been really happy with it. And then never having used it. So we want to go... We're going there, I think. Yeah, so we don't want to be up here, actually. We want to go... off through this gap here. I'm sure eventually you get sufficiently familiar with the map that you can just sort of navigate your way around, but I don't know it that well. Oops. This texture's weird, isn't it? Now is it this way? Yeah. I think I actually have to go this way in order to go around. Maybe? Yeah. I really love the ragdoll in this game. Yeah, so if we go down this sort of track here, it should get us... Oh. That should get us to a river. Huh. Where is... Let's just pop out and do another quick scan. Get back in again. Because something's angry. Something's always angry in this game. I can't think why. Well, it's not like I constantly run them over. Right. Why is that not... Did that not take? Oh no, there we go. Yeah, so it's over here. It's in the water. So, in fact, it must be in a cave then. Because they wouldn't put a resource in the middle of the water. Unless... No. So it's there. So how the heck would you get to that? So it's got to be in a cave, isn't it? Okay. Do you mind? I mean, we could try and see. I guess we could have a look. Quick look here. Can't really tell. I was hoping we might be able to see the node in the water, but can't really tell. Right, how do I get back? This is the next question. Not this way. Not this way. I guess there's a thing that tells you where, like in the Satisfactory map thing, that tells you where the cave entrances are. Because don't actually know that the one we're going for does get us. Don't want to go this way. And of course, you know, you might have to blow a rock up. I had to do that to get into the red forest. Right, so if we go this way, I think. Through here. Hopefully we can get this way. Isn't this the cave with a little bit of loose? Oh, no. Uranium. So if I go right here. And then. And then what? Is that sulfur there? I think that might be sulfur. Right, where are we?
Breaking news from Earth.
Not you
Widespread
again.
chaos and mayhem. World President urges all citizens to do their part and harvest alien artifacts.
So I think if we go through here, because I think these are overpasses, so I think we can go through here, cross here,
Comply.
and then we can get back onto the desert track.
I strongly advise you to harvest this specimen.
Look, poison flowers. Oops. I think there's that, yeah, bit of a drop. Ah! Huh. Can I get down there? Yeah, we can. Oh, not yet. No, sorry. Cool, okay. So what we know from that is we don't know where the uranium is. Or I don't know where it is. I bet other people do. Okay. Oh. Oh, hang on. What the heck is this? I must have been here because it's all revealed, but I do remember this. Huh. Oh, look, geysers, geysery geysers. Okay. Okay. And is it a geysery? It's got a lot of beasties in it. Let's just check. Geyser. Yeah, cool. Okay. Oh, geyser. Bloody things attacking me. Right. I think if I just get back in the car, that should stop them aggroing. Because I want to pop out and stick in a quick bacon. It's just so I know where this is, because this would be useful to come and experiment with. If I can avoid them killing me. It's not the right place, but I just want to do this, lads. Leave me alone. Right. I must have been here before, but you're in the way now. But I'm trying to go, trying to leave you in peace. And you're in the way. Yeah, we're gonna have to kill a lot of stuff. Can I get up here? Yes, the power of physics. This will be a bit painful, but oh no, it's okay. Right. I'm about to run out of fuel actually, so let's find a little place to stop. Just annoy the locals with that first. Right. So, pop out, get some fuel in. Remember, I can't get up here. Let's go round. Go. Okay, so we've got a bunch of concrete. See, this is the power of central hubs, you see. If you have a central hub where you drop everything off, then you always have, you know, access to everything at one place. And that's what I'm kind of intending, you know, my first factory to turn into, that we'll be dropping off rods and all that sort of stuff as well. This is what I'm saying about the train network. We're going to have to get a quite fairly complicated train network on the go in order to make that work. Because, you know, rods and screws and whatever will need to be dropped off in all sorts of places. Not just the main hub. Are you still here? Oh, I forgot I can get through that little gap with this buggy. But yeah, all this can go. So once we've got the nuclear up and running, all this can go. In fact, it occurs to me, maybe this is where the this is where the nuclear power should be. Because obviously, easy access to water. This uranium that we're after is on the top of that, isn't it? I think that's what I'm building a tower up. Oh. Yeah, I think that's what I'm currently constructing, a tower up. So it might be easier, rather than going all the way round, to turn this into nuclear power. Difficulty with that is I need all sorts of other stuff. But I'm wondering, because we've got basically everything here. You know, because there is iron here, there is copper here, there's plenty of concrete, sulfur. Obviously water. So I could just have a little production of each. You know, the things we need, just locally. And scale it appropriately. Can I get up this? No, I can't. That feels like a better plan. Where was... Oh, here it is. That feels like a better plan. I have to go through the cave, I think? Or can I go this way? No, can't go that way. Around here. There it is. Anyway, let's find the uranium before making plans about where I'm gonna have nuclear power plants. Right. Okay, where did we get to? Over here. Yeah. I only get up to there. And we hit the... I hope it is on top and not in some blooming cliff again. Let's get rid of that one. Do one of them. Then pop one of those up. How far off are we? We're blooming miles away. Watch it turn out it's not really on top of this, it's on top of the thing next to it. Okay, let's go up to there. I should put this on, shouldn't I? Because I'm bound to fall off at some point. I can at least break my fall. Come on, Sue. Come on. How high up are we now? Seriously? Oh, it's literally pinged as it's got to the top of that thing. So it must literally be on the top. Crikey. I don't know if you know anything about uranium mining. They don't tend to be on the tops of cliffs. They tend to be more sort of underground. Right. Let's see where we are now. Oh, there's a purple slug as well. Pinky purple slug. Yeah, really triggers my vertigo, this. Right, so if I go another corner there. That takes me a lot closer to the top. Let's do a couple more. Because then we should be roughly level that bit there. We can, yeah. So if we take that one out, go across there. Haha! There it is. There it is. Cool. They're like four things, I think. Okay, so sounded like there's some one of the pigs that then. What the heck is that? I have no clue where. Oh no, there we go. There's the. So that's the. Oh, what? What? What the heck have I managed to do there? Did I accidentally hit the... No? I see... What? I seem to have bugged that out somehow. Oh, there we go. I don't know what I pressed there in order to cause that to happen. Right, yes, so we're here. That is where we kind of want to go, I think, because I think I like the idea of having the nuclear power here. This is dangerously close to the whole Spire Coast area, though. So we could build something that just gets converted into rocks and trees. I could put it on stilts maybe, so it's maybe safer, but I'm pretty sure the video shows stuff being changed here. So that's really tricky. But the actual, so my current power production must be here, because it's here. That's the power production. So we could somehow get. So maybe if I try and take it down there, and then sort of overland. I don't really have any clue. How I'm going to achieve that though. This feels like a very good use case for drones, if I'm totally honest. Oh crikey, it's giving me radiation levels already. I'm not that close to it. Right, so if we put this on. No, not the gas one. Oh no! The radiation suit's in my car. Right. Okay, let's just. I can build it remotely. Like that. So if we point it in that direction, if I go and sort of stand behind it. So it's pointing in that direction. Is that where we want to go? No, not at all. Is that right? So no, it doesn't want to point in that direction. Does it want to point in this direction? No, that's literally the opposite of where we want to go. So it wants to point towards me. Like that. Ah, crikey. I'm nowhere near it. It's a bit random whether it decides, you know, you're close enough. Yes, so it wants to. We want the thing to come down in this sort of hole here, this gap. Okay. So I made all of them iodine filters. Got them on me, and I've forgotten the actual radiation suit. Alright. Yeesh. Yes, uranium. You're very dangerous. Well done. Right. Okay. There's a crash site there. Okay. So I'm not actually that far off with this part of the thing, am I? Okay. How about then if I just pop that sort of here? Where does it pop off? So it pops off there. Can I get you to the edge? And then it's a case of just a set of lifts basically going down, hopefully. Might have to go outwards a bit more, sort of thing. If I can stick that on there. And then we just take it downwards. If I can build another platform. Okay, so it's going to clip into the rock, but that's fine. So if we can get to there, then we can sort of work with that. So it's really triggering my vertigo. Or whatever you call it. I never know the proper name of the fear of heights. I always just called it vertigo. Yeah, so we should be able to attach another, because you can attach them, you know, onto each other. But it's getting over there. It's going to be a little bit tricky. Let's leave this platform here. Where would I want to go? So if I go downwards... Oh dear. That was a real... Ooh, moment. Okay. When I've got... In fact, let's make sure I've got it online. I didn't even have that on. Crikey. Oh, look, you can see my... Oh, right, so it's suddenly popped in. Where are we going with this? So if I build a little straight bit on here... Like that. Take it that way. And then we go across to it, maybe? So it's playing all sorts of weird sound effects, but I don't know what they're meant to be. I mean, what's that? That sounds like someone shouting. I wonder if you're meant to use these as like a... Because these look very much like a pathway, don't they? Maybe that's what you're meant to do. What they're intending. Anyway, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to bodge my way through. Okay, so we want to go down. Oh. Like that, maybe. Probably go across here then. And see where we are when we get to that. But there is a crash site. There's probably some beastie there. Is the thing. So if I go... Which way? If I go down this way... Let's just do one. Ooh. And I can... Go on. There you go. There you go, laddie. There you go. Right. So do a little platform here. You can see the horror of my pipework there. Sheer unbridled horror. Okay. I thought this was a lot lower down than that. Thought it had gone all the way down already. Right, so how close can I get to the ground here? Maybe we could do one of them. One of these. Okay. So now, if I do a straight bit here, where does this get me? Put that on there. Let's just build one. Ooh. Go down. Like that. How close to the ground are we? Oh, there we go. That's exactly the sort of thing I was expecting. So I do a bit of beastie clearance. Any more? Oh, that's quite a way down. I did not anticipate that. Okay. So if I just sort of pop that on there. Okay. So we've got a line here. Just gonna have a scout around, see if there's any nasties. Don't see any nasties. So if this was out and it was coming, let's actually stand behind it so I can line it up. So the arrow of my direction, so it's pointing in the wrong direction. Really, it needs to be that way. No, that way. Yeah. Okay. So we can do that with a regular belt. I think we can just connect a belt here and sort of run it along up this. Just snake it round. But yeah, there we go. Some of you lads. Missed. They missed. It's really generous with the hitbox on these. Which is good, because you only have 10 shots. Oh, magazine. Oh, right, okay, yeah, so I can do this one. Yeah. It's just 4 motors. That's good. So there is some extra stuff on there. I don't know. I wonder if this is something. Perhaps there's a slug in there. Slug. Slug. Oh, I've not got enough room. Let's build that track then. Crikey. Yeah, so it needs to be going off this edge here, doesn't it? Can I get rid of you? Okay. Oh, it's off there. Okay. Dear me. Oh, dear. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no. No. Anything now is going to be more along not landing in a poison. Oh, okay, that's too far. You forget, I forget how far I can drop without the legs on. I say, I hope we get the ability to do both legs and jetpack. So there's a load of poison, isn't there? Right. Okay. Okay. So if I was to bring the belt ultimately off here and aim for here, then that's probably what I'm after, because we could make this bit into like a nuclear processing area. I don't know if I can get rid of those trees or not. But if not, I can just build a platform or something. Yeah, I can just elevate it or whatever. Okay. So if we aim for the belt to be sort of running off here, let's put a little bit of belt in. See if I can see that. So if I put a little thing there. So yeah, we sort of want it off here. Can I? Yeah, jetpack if I do that. Yeah, so I want to do an elevator here basically. And then we'll sort something out there. Now, is there enough juice? It doesn't last very long, you see, with the jetpack. That's a big problem with it. It's not great for exploring. So, my existing platform is over there. And there's my car. Okay. So if I do a little... Oh, right, there's a slug there. Okay. Have I got a room? Oh, I have. Okay. Yeah, so if I do a little... Where is it? Come on. Little cheeky little ramp here. If it'll let me. No, you're just going to be a pain? Okay, let's do a flat bit. And then I'm sure you'll be happy to connect to that. Come on. Is there anything nasty over here? Or is it just the height is the difficult bit? Okay. Sometimes with the slugs, obviously they're guarded, but other times it's just a challenge to get there. Is all it's, yeah, that's what's blocking it, as it were. So. Sort of assuming, I mean, if we grab the, I can put the slugs away and that hard drive, hopefully. And hopefully the blowing suit is in here. Yeah, there you go, you see. So put them away. If I get rid of that and that. Quick fun autosave. There we go. I mean, we're not gonna get this finished before end of this stream, I don't think. It's only about half an hour to go. But yeah, we'll go back up. I'll try and not fall off of the cliff again. No guarantees though. Really is very high. I wonder if I can build across to where this actual thing is. Because it's sort of over there, isn't it? Can't tell. I can't tell. Let's just trace the path all the way back. I'll be totally honest, I was a bit sort of... One of the reasons I stopped playing this was actually because I got a bit sort of... I don't know what the word would be. Disenfranchised, maybe? Sort of... Bored might be another one. At the sort of massive scaling up in complexity. But I think starting the mega smeltery, the big smeltery, has actually got to reinvigorate it, because I've been banging on about doing pretty builds. I'm not pretending it's that pretty, but it's not totally ugly. How the heck? Oh, it's right there. Okay, I walked right past the other way. Yeah, so we're probably not going to power it up in this stream because, right, here we go. Because yeah. But yeah, actually, you know, doing something that is vaguely attractive. And I was saying, I think it's really about, you can get something that looks decent simply by organising it. You know, like laying it out with, you know, regular spacing and that sort of thing. Don't have to do anything too, you know, clever. Because a lot of these are, you know, good looking things they seem to do are based on the clipping and stuff. And some of them are a bit complicated to actually implement. So I had a go, but they're not actually... It's like, attach this thing to this, and then attach another one to these, and set this to that, and then delete these, and put another one of these in, but a different one. That's a real complicated way of doing something. So go over here. Excuse me, because I'm pretty sure it's this part where I fell off. Oh look, weird texture. texture doesn't quite line up. Right, where was I actually going? It wasn't off there, was it? Wasn't it off here? And this is where I fell off. Oh, I've done it again. It's because it's got a weird angle to it. Can I land on that? I can. Don't think I can get all the way up there. Okay. I think it's I'm sliding off basically rather than see I'm clipping through the map now. Yeah, I've fallen through the map, have I? I'm obviously on a bit that's not properly got collision detection. Maybe if I can get to that. No. 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 Okay. Stand on this bit? Yeah. Yeah, there's like a, I think there's a ledge basically, like a steep slope rather than a flat bit, if that makes sense. No, you're not going to let me stand on that. Right, okay. Yeah, I'm on a bit of the map that's not got proper collision detection in it. So I'm clipping through it, which I think is then stopping me from going up. Let's build up. Okay, if you're not going to do that, let me build up. Let me build up. Yeah, so I'm sliding off that cliff or something. Okay, let's see about this then. How close does that get me? Am I even on the same bit? Yes, okay. So this is here. Okay. Watch me fall off again. Right. Let's put that there. I don't think it will let me. If I just put a straight platform in. Like that. Right. And then I can put this to the edge. Like that. And now, hopefully, we can go straight down from there. Okay. This is quite a job to get some blooming thing. I wonder if this is a good use case for drones, because it's right at the top there. Is that connected? Doesn't look like it's connected. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wonder if it's a good place to use drones. And then you can basically fly the stuff you want down, down off the top of the cliff. Okay, so that's clipping through. I don't like that. It's going to be a bit confusing if it does that. Okay, maybe if I just do a set of ones. Oh, it's because it needs to go forwards a bit. Okay, can I extend this like that maybe? Take that out. Simply have it come to here. Maybe I should just run it down a platform. We'll put a... Whoa, okay. Platform in. That maybe. So just run the belt down this, basically, then. So it does sort of feel like there's probably a way you're meant to do this. But I don't know what it is. So, let's see if I can attach it to this in some way. Whoops. If we go from there, say to there, over to there. This is a horrible spaghetti mess, but I don't really care. So hopefully I can now use these to go straight down. That's a bit too close for comfort, I think. So let's put in a corner here. Another one of these. White, there you go. Oh, there you go. Okay, so. Oh dear. Okay, so you'll go to there. How far down can we go then? Further than that, so if we put another little platform in, like so. Come on, soup. Okay. And then attach that to there. Put it. It's a little bit unfortunate that it goes through, but that's okay. Okay, so if I put something here, have a quick look at where we are. Okay. I think that's, again, it looks like it's really close to the surface, but actually it isn't. Whoops. I still maintain this would be a great game for VR. The combat probably wouldn't work very well. And you'd have to have your VR legs. Otherwise you might lose your lunch. No. Right, so this is here now. We're nearly there. Oh, we're nearly in the poison. I wasn't going to come over this way, was I? Maybe I should bring it along this. Oh, no, that's right where the poison is. So we really need to go that way, don't we? Okay. So if we sort of put it there, I could get rid of them. Is that a good idea? Probably not. Then we can go across here through this little gap. And then, because if we take it over to this, is this a good position for it to go down? No. Across there, maybe. Ah, there we go. There's my belt. Don't think it quite counts as a main bus, but this is quite the belt. See, what's that meant to be? Apart from other developers making a silly noise. Right. Okay. Let's do a straight bit. No. Like that. And then I want to go down there. Logistics. There. That's annoying that that clips, isn't it? Okay, let's put. To there. Missed. To there. And then. So hopefully we can go down there. Let's put in a little. Whoops. Little thing. Where's the... Right. You're just going to clip to whatever. Yeah, there we go. Just a simple matter of walking down here, dying in the poison, and then we're sorted. Right. So, yes, indeed. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's Caterium. Okay. So I have a strong feeling this is all going to change with the Explorer update. I'm not sure quite where. Let's just see if I can blow up some of these guys. I don't think I can. Where could it go? No. So I can't get rid of these. Okay. Question is, how am I going to get power up there? Because we're now taking it to somewhere where there is, power production. So it might actually be better to run power up. Up this thing here and take it all the way up there. Just say I don't know where I'm going to build the actual, power plants and etc. You see, we got... Wait, is that sulfur or... I think that's concrete. Limestone. Yeah. So we got limestone. No. We would need iron. We've got iron right there. In fact, and that's copper. We know there's coal here. Caterium, I guess. Well, we know there's caterium and sulfur. because I already marked them on the map. In fact, there's a sulfur very close, is there? Oh no. No, so that's the sulfur I've already marked. We know, I mean, deuterium is being used there, so there's absolutely all of the resources. I mean, oil's even right here somewhere. So we could make everything we need for the for uranium power, for nuclear power, right here in a small-scale production facility. Just literally, that's all it's doing. So it's making the rods and all the stuff it needs. Yeah. Okay. So, where are we actually going to build the thing? If I kill you, you stop being a distraction. Where have you gone? There you are. Where the heck are you going, lad? Where have you gone? Silly thing going underwater. Did I ever collect this slug from up there? Yeah, I got the slug. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we perhaps bring the uranium here, and then maybe I can extend this essentially, so I can basically turn this into a water-based thing here, and use whatever space I need to. Okay, let's do that then. So we're going to need concrete because we need to, do the encased concrete beams for the encased uranium. But you got to imagine that all of this is going so that actually we've got this platform. It's just I'm not quite brave enough to take it out just yet. Because I could go and add more fuel power. Also, there's the geysers now, isn't there? What geyser? Okay, so let's connect up this power here. And take it all the way up to the uranium mine at the top. In fact, let's just go as far as we can. And I just jumped down, didn't I? Whoops. No. There we go. Because it's like a double jump, but it's sort of a weird delayed jump. So it always confuses me. Right, so I'll just attach it to this, I think, and walk it up the side. The pathway. Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, no, don't want to go off there. So, up here. How far can you go up to about there? And then over here. Just put one there. Oops. So I don't know if it's a researcher did. I don't remember the power things being this long. But so I don't know if that's some change they made or research I did. So we should hopefully be able to at least power it. That'll then send some uranium flowing down. Probably want a, I don't even know whether it's like a pure node or anything. Crikey, this is a mess, isn't it? Top tip, avoid falling down hole. But yeah, kind of glad I was a bit afraid I was going to restart this playthrough and just be the same feeling would return of not being sort of entirely into it anymore. Actually, it's been okay. I say I think the I'm not going to call it probably attractive aesthetic, but the fact that the smeltery looks pretty good, even in this early stage, I think has sort of buoyed up my interest in the game a bit more again. But the scale of what I've got to do is just bonkers. And I say it's not to produce anything like a, particularly big factory or big production. These things that I've bookmarked as the phase 4. It'll take hours and hours and hours to run through all of them. I mean, literally, it's like a 10-hour run with the amount of production I'm going to put, for each of those. It's tiny. And to do that, I'm having to put in, 240 copper smelters and 200 iron smelters and 100 and something steel foundries. It's a big undertaking for a small factory. I should probably put a power pole there. Connect it locally. Right, so we need to swap out. And, well, let's just go and see how much it reduces it by. So radiation level is maxed out. The iodine filter is going down at a reasonable sort of clip. So if I'm sort of at this sort of point, it's only going... So it's proportional, isn't it? The filter only decreases at the sort of in proportion to how high your radiation level is. So it's an and this is an impure node, crikey. So we should probably... All right. We should probably overclock it to begin with. Because that's only going to give us... I don't even know if 60 is enough or sensible. I didn't put the... I did. I thought I'd left the blooming things in the car. Alright, we're not that close. Oh. Have I messed this up somehow? Yeah, there's nothing connected there, is it? What have I done there then? No power. 150 a minute. I've no idea whether that's what I need or what. I'm sure I can use the calculator to work it out. So what have I not connected this properly? I bet it's right at the other end, isn't it? I bet that one I connected it to on the platform. In fact, I'm pretty sure I know it. In fact, I know it is. Shall I just jump off and see if I can just arrest my fall just at the end? No, let's do it in steps. So if I can... Because you can use this to just slow your fall enough not to kill you. So it's sort of useful for that. But it's pretty useless for actually flying up things, in my opinion. Has that... Didn't I blow that one up? Or is it I blow up a different one? Let's blow all of these up, because there's sometimes this stuff. The slugs inside. And they don't produce the glowy lines. Let's get rid of all this. Oh, there's another one there. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Ba-ba-ba-bum. No, nothing hidden in those little bits. I can pick that computer up now, though. Right. Yes, so power's not connected. Why not? Yeah, it's because I bet it's because I've attached it to something that's not connected at the other end. Because it wants to consume 12 megawatts. It does not have 12 megawatts. Yep. I'm just trying to make sure they are connected here, because it could be I've missed out one of the connections going up. No, it's all right. Let's just sneakily drop off there. What happened there? Why did it pop up with the... Oh, hello, Grim. You right? I'm okay. Had a good week. The game is still running, isn't it? Yeah, capture's coming through. As it popped up the... It might not have come through, but it popped up the, you know, the GeForce Now capture thing. Which usually happens when the game starts, which implies it's stopped. But I didn't stop it. It looks like it's still through. Yes, how you doing, Grim? Good, thanks. Been a hard day of a week. Oh, glad it's over. You've been, Oh, no, I think you said you finished that job, didn't you, where you was installing the doors? Have they been sending you off to far-flung places again? 12 megawatts. So it's all connected here. Why is it not working? Yeah, it's not connected. Brilliant. What the heck? Oh, blooming heck. Nobody mentioned spiders as well. Right. Are you connected now? I can't tell. I guess because of tiny bump there it did. So you the Elden Lord yet? Where the heck is this spider then? That's what it is, isn't it? You have to be on the Elden Lord and Elden Ring. I see no spider. Where the heck did it even come from? Or was it just a random spawner? Don't even know if it was a big spider or a small spider. Oh. But its dribbly little feet. There it is. Oh, crikey. Okay. I think small ones, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, I didn't reload. Why have I got that up? No ammo? I've got loads of ammo, surely. bet that's caused the other one to respawn now. Running away like that. Very small spawn areas for the beasties. Very easy to run out of them. Surprised they're even spawning, given I've got some power poles in. Ah! What are you? Yeah, they're coming from there, look. The spawn point on that. Whatever the heck that's meant to be. Okay. Let's just avoid that for the time being then. Yep, doors down. Drive is like 20 minutes to this one, but I've been on the start of the job. So foundations, block and beam, floor and steelwork. Crikey. Okay, so we're coming up to the end anyway. I was sort of hoping I would be able to see some of the uranium coming out of the thing, but if there's spiders spawning, I guess it must be because it's now evening. We could attempt to get that slug while it clocks round to the day. No, I'm not Elden Lord yet. I'm taking my time. Lots of exploring to it. Yeah, apparently it's enormous, isn't it? The map's like, you know, probably one of the biggest, you know, not that that's ever particularly useful metric, I think, but it's one of those, you know, 3 times as big as GTA 5 type maps, you know, one of those things. To be fair to them, they didn't boast about the size of it, which tends to be a favourite of Assassin's Creed and Far Cry games and stuff, where it's like, it's 3 times as big as our old map. Okay, but is there anything interesting to do in it? Right. Yes, so the spiders are spawning on that thing over there. That sort of outcrop. Look at this here. I quite like when it's like this, you know, when you do the random sort of walkways and stuff all over the place. It's like almost like Minas Tirith or something in Lord of the Rings, you know, with like floating walkways. 3 times bigger, but there's half as much to do in the final day. Yeah, but so I think, as I understand it, it is actually cram full Elden Ring of just weird stuff to find. I saw a picture of a massive tortoise with a Pope's hat on it. It's like clearly some very weird stuff in the game, which I think they're all like that, aren't they? It's my understanding. They're all a bit, because a lot of it's D&D based, you know, mimic chests and stuff like that, but with a very odd spin. I could obviously take out the spiders. Be better with that on to do that, but I always find them a bit tricky. Right, let's see if we can do that now. Can I jump across there? Particularly in the dark. Because this, in fact, I think, yeah, there you go. Is it flanking me? Little flanker. Stood over there, isn't it? I don't think that, by the way, it's, you know, that level of spiders, I don't think there actually are. They've got them in the code. And several of them, stats-wise, are exactly the same. That's kind of my understanding of the situation. So if I put a power pole, it should sort of prevent them spawning, I think. I think that's how it works. It's like the old Factorio mechanic where you would go out and put 1,000,000 power poles down. Right. But yeah, I suspect we are getting more enemies. There's that big crab thing that was in the trailer. So if I go over to these, I'm not getting radiation. There's nothing in it, is there? Is that just because it's not got down here? That wouldn't surprise me. It's coming a heck of a long way. Let's put a belt on anyway. Now we'll be able to see it. So let's head up and see if there's any broken bits of belt. Definitely Dungeons and Dragons in here. Yeah, I mean, so I mean, obviously, well, no, I didn't put the jetpack on. I meant literally as in as in the tabletop, you know, role-playing game D&D. I mean, literally some things are just taken directly from the rulebook. Obviously, give them their own little spin, but yeah, they're just, you know, things you would find in the D&D rulebook. But then, so loads of very, very weird other stuff. So there's no uranium on this at all, is there? Why not? Okay. The high level ones are rare, but they're about. I found one in the red bamboo foots. Yeah, this in uranium. Sorry, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so my understanding is there are levels to them, but there aren't 4 or something. It's like, or you know, 2 of them are basically the same but given a different name because they spawn in different places. Essentially, it's sort of one of those, you know. Ah, right, there is uranium coming down. It's just very, very slow, I think. Which doesn't make sense. I mean, it's the slowest level belt. In fact, I've put in the overclocking, and the overclocking is faster than it can actually do it. It'd be curious to see if you get close to anything uranium, do you get radioactive damage? Yes, you do. Crikey. That's going to make this fun, isn't it? Okay. But yeah, so I don't know if you saw earlier on, but basically I'm trying to work up to you know, nuclear power basically, because when I start up the foundry, the big old foundry, we're going to have huge power demand. So I kind of figured might as well try and work out. Whoops! That was nearly sudden end to the stream. But work out how it all works, sort of thing. Did it stop them spawning? I think so. But it's taken me all stream basically to even find the uranium and like mine it basically. But yeah, so what I was thinking essentially is replacing my coal power with a bunch of nuclear power plants. You're not back, are you? I thought I killed you already. Something's grumbling down there. But yeah, so that's probably where we'll pick up on Monday, I think. I don't think I'll be doing much of this across the weekend. But tomorrow we will be returning to Factoria with the first of the weekend streams. Why have I clicked on that? There we go. That's my schedule. Yeah, so I say we're finishing off for today. I say the schedule is back to normal after the sort of 6 weeks or so of weirdness. All the birthday streams and holidays and mega weekenders and all this sort of stuff I've been doing. And we'll be back to normal. Tomorrow I'm pretty sure I'll do Crash Storio 2. Sunday I have not decided. I will probably pick up the Blueprint series, but I'm quite keen to show the... No, in fact, let's do the Aesthetic Factoria series, because I'm quite keen to show the factory I've built in that. I think it looks pretty good for Factoria. If I do that though, what am I going to work on? I should work on the docks actually. That'll be fun. I've not done any of the dock stuff. Yeah, we could set up a dockyard. That might be interesting. So Saturday Crestoria 2, Sunday Aesthetic Factorio, working on the dockyard. And then back to this on Monday. And so we'll pretty much pick up probably here. If I do anything, I'll just go to the foundry and keep churning away on it, but I don't think I will. So that's it for today. If you've been watching, I hope you've enjoyed it. And you might consider coming back for another one. As I say, we're getting back to the regular schedule. I guess I should say, for anyone watching, there are various ways of finding me: YouTube, Twitter, and Discord. Join the Discord or follow me on Twitter. And then YouTube is just Trismegistus, but alias to Triggles if you wanted to catch up on any of the VODs. So I say, if you have been watching, thanks for joining me. And I hope you've enjoyed it. You might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Satisfactory. Thanks for watching. Cheers. What's the outro link?